Hello. Uh, I've got a new effect I want to show you, and this is a collector's kind of effect. So enjoy it. I'm going to perform it for you, then I'm going to explain it. Okay, this is what it looks like. You have 3 cards selected, and then you show the 4 kings. You take the first one. We're just going to vanish it. See, you show it's not on top or bottom, and then we show it's gone. Okay. The next one, we make it vanish. Okay, we show it's not on the top or bottom. Okay, it's like so. Next one, vanish it, gone. It's not on top or bottom. You can show it's not on the top or the bottom. Okay, and use this with the last one. So the last one, we're going to do visually. Watch it go. It's kind of slow motion. It disintegrates into a piece of nothing. And then show that it's not on the top, not on the bottom. Okay. Count through the cards. Show. You can see it's not there. Okay. And then I show you all the cards. It's gone. Now, I'm going to try and bring these back. Show it's not on the bottom. I'll watch very carefully. See if I can bring it back. It's not on the top. It's not on the bottom. Must be someplace in the middle. So I'm going to explain this. This is a new idea for collectors. It still needs work to iron out the work out the bugs, but this is the effect. So you start off, you're going to have 3 cards selected. For this example, we'll use the ace, 2, and the 3 for this. Okay, but you'd have any different cards, of course. So what you're going to do is, for this example, like I said, we're going to use the ace, hearts, 2, and 3. So you do your favorite control. Okay, and for this control, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a Hindu control for this. Okay, then I'll take them back in 3, and then I'll hold a break here, right as I shuffle. Whenever they say stop, I'll just drop the break here, meaning to break a small packet of cards, right? So you can shuffle whenever they say stop, you drop the break. That means it's going next to each other. Take it back 3, 2, and then 1. Okay. Work it to the top, and then what you can do is take another packet and then grab another break. So it just looks like you're shuffling. You say, hey, say stop whenever you want, you know. Say that's not your card, whatever you want to do. Whenever they stop you, see, you're guiding them on top. And they put it back, so it's going to be ace, 2, and 3, right? Then you just Hindu those guys right back to the top just by controlling, taking the packet and controlling them right back to the top. Do overhand shuffle, control any kind of thing you want to do, right? Now you have them on top, and you could, if you want, run 3 cards and then in job. The reason for that is to show there's nothing on top or nothing on bottom, and that gets them right back to the top. There's all kinds of ruses you can use, right? So you're going to get a break on the first one, okay? You're going to do a cut, a small packet of cards, about a quarter to the top. You're going to steal that one to the bottom, so the first selection goes here, right? You're going to do that again, get a break on one, cut off about a quarter of the deck, set that one down, so that's going 2, right? You're going to do that one more time. You have the 3 on top. They don't know that. You're going to cut this one in half, and you just say, we're going to cut the packets out like this. So what you've actually done is you have ace, 2, and 3, right? They don't know that. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the kings, put them on top. And this is a nice collector's effect to use with whatever kind of collectors you want to do. I'm just going to take a few cards from this pile because this one, I want them to be about equal, right? So again, like you said, they don't know that, but you have the ace, 2, first selection, second selection, third selection, and nothing. But what I like to do on this one is I like to put a face card here. So what I do is I set it up as I go, because I put a jack of diamonds on the bottom. You'll see why. This is a king here. You'll see why I do that from my color change. So what I do is I start off the first time, and the first time I just do a side steal. You can do whatever you want to do. I just side steal, and then I'll just do. You could alternatively do Ackerman's, rub-a-dub if you want, which I think is good because then you're building. So you turn over and you show. Oh, you don't want to show this here. So how do you do that? Okay, you just do a triple here. You show it's not on the top, because in reality it is on the top, right? You just do a triple there. So you do you do a pinky count as you're talking, right? And then you just show it's not on top. Turn over the triple, not on the bottom. Okay, set it down. But what you've actually got is it's actually on top, and then it's here, right? So next one, you're going to do a color change, which I'm going to use a couple times in this. It's here. You're going to do it. It's a Kelly move, okay? But your first finger is curled on top. Normally this would be the Kelly move, right? Your first finger is on top. You do the Kelly Ovette master move here. You're going to switch grips. Okay, it's a switch grip. So this hand is shown empty. Usually I make a joke. If I'm wearing a watch, I'll say, watch, my watch. Make sure I don't steal your watch. You come over, you're going to do this really nice color change here, which is a rear palm, okay? Your pinky is here. You're going to come over and you're going to do a very visual. See? So casting a shadow, move your hand. And then you just blow and vanish, okay? Now, you can't show because it's there, but what you can show is you're going to turn in, as you say, there's two left. You're going to count 1, 2, 3. You're going to show this. See? It's not on top. You do the same sequence, right? Not on the bottom. Now what you do is, as you're scoring these up, you're going to cop the whole thing of the packet except for the top two. You're not going to know anything because it's going to look like you bring the packet right on top, but you're only bringing two. This is so you can put the sandwich together, right? So that is done as you're scooping this up. Okay, this is copped, and then it's added to the bottom. Okay, it just looks like you scooped up. What you've done is you've displaced that, right? Or you've put, not displaced it, but you've put anything the way you want it. Okay, so you got the first two. This one, you do the same thing. Kelly master move, switch grips. As you take this, you're going to be here. That's going to be the card going on top of it. So the selection is going on top of it, but they don't know that. This time I use the winner change. Okay, I wave my hand to say it's gone. Okay, now so there's one left. As I point, my hands cross. I do a packet pinky count of 3. As I say, the king of diamonds is left. I come over here and I show it's not on top. It's ace of diamonds. It's not on the bottom. And then I just cop this back as I take this. It looks like I'm scooping it out. I've loaded it. Now, for the last one, this is where I do the color change here. I do the Kelly move. I come over. It looks the same. I do the pinky. Now, when I come over here, it looks like my fingers just coming together because I'm casting a shadow. What I actually do is I bring this over. The thumb is going to be here. I'm going to bend this way. Okay, this finger is going to go. It's going to be the jack of diamonds over the king of diamonds. It's going to look like. See how it's here? It's going to look like from a distance. It'll look like that's still part of the king, but it's the jack folded over. Okay, they won't know anything because the finger's open. The reason I do that is so that I can do this really visual change. Okay, and the visual change will look like this. Watch. It'll look like it visually just goes, okay? And then part of it, and then I take the rest of it. Now what I do here is I do the same move again of the triple. I show this card, flip this over. Now what I've done is I've moved this to the bottom. So I'm going to spread the deck out, okay? But I want to be careful here. I don't want to spread the top cards. I'm going to use the Ron Wilson's Highland Hop move. Okay, the Ron Wilson's Highland Hop move. My thumb is going to count this down here. So on the bottom I have the king and I have a, it's just an X card here. What's the jack of diamonds? But it doesn't matter. Okay, your sandwich is already completed. Your thumb, you get a thumb break, right? As you're going to count 1, 2, 3, set those down. count a couple cards that are down. As you say, look, it's not here. And as you count one card here, 2 cards, this is, as your hands cross and you set these down, this is just going to drop right on top. Now this is what's on top. They don't know that. That's a sandwich. They don't know that because the way the deck is spread, right? It's not letting them see that. You're just going to drop this as your hands are crossing. The packet's kiss, and this is just going to drop right on top. Okay, what you've done is you've dropped these 2 cards. So I'll do that again. Okay, you come over, drop a couple cards as your hands cross. See, that's it. Okay. Now they think something's still in here, so what I do is I turn it over and I make like a shuffle motion. I say, maybe it's in these cards, and I set them down. And as I take these back, I say, maybe it's in these cards, and check. What I'm doing is, as they're checking, no, it's not, is that buys you misdirection so that I can riffle until I see the first face down card towards myself, very quietly here. Okay, that gets me to the bottom part of my sandwich. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold a thumb break. I'm going to undercut about half. And when I put this on top, I'm going to bring this to the side. So I've got my sandwich like this, right? But it's covered. So my sandwich is in here, right? Now, I put these on top or on bottom. I'm going to start to square. This is like this, so when you spread, if you press down, it's going to give you a really good illusion here. Watch. What's going to happen is, see it? It's going to hide. It's the hideout move. It's called the sandwich hideout. So that's the packet there. They won't see it because the way it's like this. I show, maybe it's on top. I show the top 4 or 5 cards. That's not it, right? I show, I already showed the bottom cards. I show again. You square up, you say it's not on the top or bottom. It has to be someplace in the middle. And then you reveal your sandwich. So I hope you like that. That's a new collector's routine that I'm working on.